And last but certainly not least, if you've been watching all the other trailer reactions that I've dropped today, Candyman. I'm not saying his name again because some terrible shit's gonna happen. Get into it right after the jump. Hello, everyone. Terrence here with Hollywood Already Did It. If you haven't already, go ahead, like, share, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell below. Anytime we have something, you will be among the first to know. Another of the many COVID pandemic casualties, Candyman. A lot of films that we forgot were actually even in the can. You're like, oh yeah, they're starting to drop trailers for it because they're reminding you we got to get these off the books and get these out there. So the Candyman reboot, remake, however you want to phrase it, is finally going to be coming out. It's supposed to be dropping around the end of August. Let's take a look. The first trailer came out ages ago. I remember it had a slow down version of Say My Name, which was dope. It's a trope that's being used a lot. Jordan Peele sort of started it, but slowing down. Actually, yeah, Jordan Peele and I've been a little bit of 50 Shades of Grey, but slowing down a popular song that fits sort of in theme and doing it. I remember that trailer. That's the only thing I really remember from the trailer. So I'm excited to see what other new cool thing that they're going to sort of be adding to this bit of an urban myth legend horror film with Candyman.
This is where it all began.
Well, let's start this bad boy up now. Back to the projects of this
all
one.
began. The story of Candyman. Local character, he walk around handing out candy to the neighborhood kids. One day, a couple of kids get razor blades in their candy. Police come around. That's when I saw the true face of fear.
Get on your knees. Hands, hands, hands.
They beat him, tortured him, killed him, right there on the spot. A couple weeks later, more razor blades and more candy. He been innocent. So he's real? Candyman ain't a he. Candyman's the whole damn hive. If you're out here looking for Candyman, you ask me, stay away.
What he did was just stop saying his name like just so flippantly.
God. Right here.
It's Yahya Parris.
The legend started. And the legend is, if we say his name 5 times while looking in the mirror, we could summon him.
Summon the Candyman.
Hell no.
I'm saying, like, hell no.
Anthony, no.
Candyman.
Stop.
I don't want to get creeped out in my new apartment before bed.
Black people don't need to be summoning.
I dare you.
Don't say that.
Say his name.
You better not do that last one.
Candyman. You want to be a part of the story, right?
No.
Say his name. Candyman.
Anthony? 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 Are you okay? What the hell is going on?
This neighborhood is haunted.
I think I made a mistake. I brought him back.
Candyman isn't real. He told me he has a purpose for you.
Tell everyone. New to the neighborhood. You should say it.
Candyman.
Say his name.
Candyman!
Ooh. Okay. That looks more. Look, we may get Tony Todd popping back up in there. Who knows? But it looks like they're more so saying the Candyman thing is a myth or an urban legend that, unlike Michael Myers or like Freddy or Jason, who is there is one person that does this. This seems like this is an essence that can get passed on from one person to another, and it sounds like whoever invokes the name can sort of recreate that up, because it sort of seems like this Yahya's character is sort of embodying Candyman. So it looks like we're going to see him sort of descend into the deformity and all the depravity that we get with that. But it also is cool because it seems like they sort of have tweaked the story a little bit, because if anybody remembers the first Candyman, a lot of the stuff that he did to people who looked like him, and it sort of was a bit of a jarring thing to have an African American horror icon, but you didn't really use the fact that he was black to quite the benefit that it seems like this is, whereas like the police came to, yes, he was a criminal, yes, he should have gone to jail for putting razor blades in kids, but they beat, tortured, and murdered him. So I think this feels a little bit more in line with sort of the world and the way things are going today. But that looks solid. I'll give it a shot and see what we got. What did you guys think about that Candyman trailer? Go ahead and leave your thoughts and comments in the comments below. If you haven't, you can follow us on Twitter at HollywoodADI. You can hit us up on email at HollywoodAlreadyDidIt@gmail.com. We also have a podcast with the same name that's on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, any other place podcast. We're there. We are currently doing a Marvel pair-up with The Loki Show and any other time travel movies and television series, such as Back to the Future and Time Cop. Those are the first two we started. Probably Star Trek this time. And then we also still doing our classic podcast where we talk about sequels, reboots, remakes, and prequels. This time we're going to be talking about Fast 9. But like always, I got my ticket. You got yours.